Hello guys. Today, we're talking about how to tell a short story to learn English.
That sounds fun. I absolutely love storytelling. It's such a great way to practice vocabulary and structure.
Exactly. Let's start with the classic line. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Emma.
Yes, once upon a time. Stories are always engaging. What was Emma like?
Emma was brave and curious. She loved going on adventures and exploring new places.
I like that. What kind of adventure did she go on? Was it in a forest or a city?
She traveled to a magical forest where all the animals could talk. That's where the real adventure began.
Wow, a magical forest. Did she meet any interesting characters there?
Yes, she met a wise old owl. He could answer any question, which actually helped her a lot.
That's cool. I'm personally a fan of talking animals in stories. They make everything more exciting.
I agree. The owl gave her a riddle, and Emma had to solve it to find her way home.
A riddle? That's so fun. Did she figure it out, or did she need help?
She struggled at first, but then she noticed little things around her that helped her solve it.
I love that. Sometimes the little things are the most important clues in a story.
Exactly. Emma realized the pinky color of the flowers held the key to the riddle.
That's such a creative detail. Did she solve the riddle and find her way home?
Yes, she did. Solving the riddle opened a hidden path, and she returned home safely.
What a great ending. I absolutely love stories where the main character learns something new.
Me too. Emma learned that being observant can lead to success. It's a great message.
That's true. Stories can teach valuable lessons, even in simple ways.
I think storytelling helps people learn English better. It's fun, and you can practice sentence structure.
Definitely. And when you tell a story, you're using past tense, descriptions, and dialogue.
Exactly. Let's break it down for everyone. When you start a story, you can say once upon a time.
Right. And then you introduce the characters. For example, there was a brave girl named Emma.
Yes, and don't forget to describe the setting. Emma's adventure was in a magical forest.
Setting descriptions are important, like, the forest had tall trees and bright, colorful flowers.
Exactly. Use little things to paint a picture in the listener's mind. It makes the story more vivid.
And remember to use action. Emma traveled through the forest, meeting different creatures.
Good point. Action keeps the story moving. You can say, she walked, she solved, she discovered.
Yes, and you can add dialogue. The owl said, "You must solve this riddle to find your way home."
That's a great example. Dialogue makes characters come alive. It makes the story interactive.
And then, of course, you need a resolution. Emma solved the riddle and found her way home.
Exactly. Endings should give closure. You could say, Emma was happy to return home, knowing she was brave.
I love that. So in short, A good story has characters, a setting, a problem, action, and a resolution.
Right, and don't forget the details. They make the story come to life and keep people interested.
Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how to tell stories in English.
And if you have any questions, you can comment below. We'd love to help you practice storytelling.
This means you're erasing any doubts you have about the language by learning through stories.
Exactly. Storytelling helps you gain confidence in speaking English. The more you practice, the better you get.
And it's a fun way to practice. You can tell stories about anything, like your day or a trip you've taken.
I agree. For example, once upon a time, I traveled to a beautiful beach with my family.
That sounds like a great story. Did you do anything special while you were there?
Yes, we went swimming, and at night, we had a bonfire. It was an unforgettable trip.
That's amazing. Stories like that make people feel connected. Everyone can relate to adventure.
Exactly. And understanding is the key. Telling stories helps people live English and become more fluent.
So in theory, storytelling can boost your speaking skills and build vocabulary quickly.
Yes. And it requires effort and discipline but also creativity. Skills need to be maintained through practice.
That's true. And becoming fluent in English is a goal for a lot of people. And storytelling helps get there.
Yes. It's like when you share your day with a friend, you're actually serious about improving your speaking.
Exactly. The more you speak, the more natural it feels. You truly become fluent in English through practice.
And storytelling is such an enjoyable way to practice. Plus, you get to share your thoughts with others.
Yes, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You can start with simple stories about daily life.
Right. Even just describing your living room or your day can turn into a story. The key is practice.
Yes. So whether it's a short story or a long one, the more you tell, the better you get.
I completely agree. So, if you're learning English, try telling a story today. Start with once upon a time.
That's perfect. And remember, you don't need to be perfect right away. Every story helps you improve.
Absolutely. So, what kind of story would you tell today, Emily?
I'd tell a story about my first day at a new job. It was exciting and full of surprises.
That sounds like a great story. And see, even jobs can become the topic of interesting stories.
Exactly. So, to everyone watching, start telling your own stories in English.
Hopefully, this should be an interesting video for you to practice storytelling. We'd love to hear your stories. Bye.